What's up, y'all? It's BWADE. I'm going to give you 5 of my favorite WNBA picks for Sunday's slate of games. We have a full lineup of games. I'm going to walk you through all the data and the research and explain to you why I like these picks and why I've decided to put my money on them. As great as they look on paper, this is still gambling. It can go either way, so make sure to bet responsibly. Only bet what you can afford to lose. Looking at the picks that I gave out for Saturday, that I only gave out 2 picks, and it basically didn't even go live because Paige Beckers was one of our picks, and she ended up getting scratched. So nothing going on there. Paige Beckers was out Saturday. Looking at VIP game picks that I've given out today, we're 3 and 2, but our 2-unit play and our 1.5 unit play both cashed. Our losses were just 1 unit plays, so we are up $1,500 right now. You see it on the screen. We're consistently profitable in VIP. If you guys want to jump in, get all those game picks and get additional DFS picks as well. We've hit some of them today also. I've cut prices in half for the summer now since it's just baseball and WNBA. It's only going to be $25 a week. And when you sign up using code WNBA, you're going to get 80% off. It's going to cost you $5 for a week of picks. Like, I can't give it to you any cheaper. That's ridiculous already. Tap in, start hitting some of these with us. You guys see what our free picks are like every day. We are consistent. And the other way you can get in VIP, sign up with one of these apps I tell you about in the video. Betr, Parlay, Play, any of the apps below in the description. You sign up, use my promo code, make a $5 deposit, however much you want, and then send me a screenshot. I'll get you a free week of VIP. I also give away an autographed jersey every month on this channel. We do it at the end of the month, which means it is just 2 days away. This month we're doing a signed SGA jersey. All you have to do to be entered is subscribe to this channel, like this video, drop a comment. You do those 3 things and you have a chance to win that signed SGA jersey in a couple days when I give it away. Let's start getting into these picks though. So I'm starting with the Hamby to go over 3.5 assists. When we look on the screen, she's only gone over in 44% of games, which I don't love. The games she's gone over, she's gone way over. But she's going up against Chicago, who gives up the 2nd most assists per game to forwards. They're giving up 8 assists per game to forwards. And when we look at Hamby against Chicago historically, she's gone over this in her last 4 games. 2 of those games this year, she had 8 assists and 5 assists in the 2 games against them. One was at home, one was on the road, so it doesn't matter. When she played Chicago, regardless of where it was this year, she's gone over this. She's averaging 5.2 assists per game against them over the last year and a half, and all we need here is 4. Really, this is a head-to-head matchup that I'm focusing on. The fact that Chicago gives up the 2nd most assists to forwards. She's gone over this against Chicago both games this year. I like her to do it again. We're taking Hamby over 3.5 assists. And then we're going to run it back. Jackie Young, also over 3.5 assists. She's gone over this in 5 out of her last 6 games. She's been dishing the ball well. She's been scoring. I mean, she's just been playing great. You look at her points. She's scoring 18 points per game this year. But I wanted to focus on her assists because she's going up against Phoenix. And Phoenix is on a tear right now. I think they're on a 6-game winning streak. They have moved into 2nd place in the W. But they give up a lot of assists to guards. They're giving up 13.5 assists per game to guards, which is 3rd most in the WNBA. When we look at her against them historically, she's gone over this in every game against Phoenix since the beginning of last season. She played them this year. She had 5 assists against them. And that was in a game that they lost, right? That was during Phoenix's winning streak. So even in a game where they lost, Phoenix won. They only put up 70 points in that game. She still managed to get 5 assists. So I love that. The fact that she's gone over this in 5 out of the last 6, 6 out of the last 8 games. I feel good about this one. I am taking Jackie Young over 3.5 assists. You'll see that slip on the screen here. We are getting 3x for this on Betr. Betr has more promos than any other app as far as discounted picks and free picks. They gave us a free MMA slip today. They gave us a couple different WNBA discounted picks. And when you sign up on Betr using code BWADE, they're going to give you $10 for free. There is no deposit required. You can literally pause this video right now, go down to the description, and click on the link. Download it, they'll put 10 bucks in your account. If you do decide to make a deposit, they're going to double that as well. But make sure to tap in on that, because at the end of this month, or actually July 1st, they are bringing out a new promotion and getting rid of that $10 free without a deposit. So take advantage of it, get the free $10. If you do decide to make a deposit, send me a screenshot. I'll get you the free week of VIP. You guys can tell all these picks for the next week. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment so you get entered to win that signed SGA jersey. Even if you've been subscribed or you're a new subscriber, make sure that your notifications are on for my posts, because you want to get these videos as soon as I post them so you get the most value out of the picks. If you've been doing this a while, you know that the good picks, the lines start to bump as it gets closer to game time. So the sooner you watch the video, the more value, and the lower you're usually able to get these picks at. Let's get into the next picks. Taking Skylar Diggins over 1.5 3-pointers. We're getting a great payout on it. It is plus money. She's gone over this now in 7 out of her last 8 games. And when you look at the one game that she's missed it in, so she missed it here against Indiana, she shot 1 for 5, right? 20%. But when you look at all the rest of those games over these last 8 where she's been crushing it, she shot 40% or better in every other game. And she bounced back the next game and shot 2 for 4, right? So it's not like she went into a slump. It was one game where she went 1 for 5. She bounced back and went 2 for 4 the next game. She's been consistently knocking them down and taking a good volume of threes. We look at Golden State. While they are a great defensive team, they give up the third most 3-pointers per game. So they're giving up over 9 threes a game. She just played them 2 weeks ago. She dropped 3 3-pointers on them in a game that they lost, right? So even in a game where they only scored 70 points, she still managed to knock down 3 3-pointers against them. And I like her to bounce back and do that again here. She's done it 7 out of the last 8 games. Getting this at plus money is a great value. Next, Alyssa Thomas has been on a tear, especially when you look at her assists. I mean, her PRA has continued to climb. I was thinking about locking in there. I like her really on any stat category in this matchup. But, I mean, you look at it. Vegas is second to worst at points allowed, second to worst at rebounds allowed, and 4th worst at assists allowed to forwards. That's what Alyssa Thomas is. She's going to eat regardless of what stat category you want to take. I want to focus on assists because she's been cooking for assists lately. You look, she's gone over in 5 out of the last 7. One of the games she went under. She only played 21 minutes because it was a blowout, so I almost... And she had 8, so if she played her normal minutes, she would have gone over there. And when we look, she played Vegas just about 2 weeks ago. She had 13 assists against them. When we look at her at home, she's gone over this in 3 straight home games, going for 15, 10, and 15 assists. Vegas is giving up the 4th most assists per game to forwards, so I like her to eat here again. She's just consistently been putting up crazy double-digit assist numbers, and I'm locking in there. We're taking her over 8.5, and then I'm gonna have to fade Tina Charles at 15.5 points. While she has had some solid games, most of them have been at home. When we look at her on the road, it drops to 12.67 points per game, which means at home she's dropping about 18 points per game. That's a 6-point difference from home to the road. And when we look at her against Minnesota, she has not gone over this since the beginning of last season. The game they played this year, she only had 4 points against them. She went 2 for 6 from the field. So I feel good that, you know, they might not keep her to 4 points again, but I do think that they hold her under 16 points in this matchup. They give up the least points to centers in the WNBA. They only give up 10 points per game to centers, and they give up the least points overall. So I think they hold Tina Charles down. We're going under 15.5 points. You'll see that slip on the screen here. We're getting 6.6x for this on Parlay Play. Parlay Play has some of the best payouts out there. Getting 6.6x for this 3-man is the best payout you're going to get out of any app. You can put it in on any app you want. I challenge you to try it. You're not going to get better than 6.6x. They have great payouts, a ton of different promos you can use every day, and then their sign-up bonus. When you use code BWADE, they're going to give you $5 for free. You don't have to make a deposit for that. You get $5. Try the app out, see if you like it. I think you probably will. And then when you decide to make a deposit, they're going to double that up to $100 as well. So ideally, you max out that sign up bonus for $105. Take a screenshot, send it to me on Instagram, and I'll get you the free week of VIP. You can literally just withdraw 100 off a different app, FanDuel, PrizePicks, whatever it is. Withdraw 100, put it on here using code BWADE. You just got a free $100 to play with. No risk. And even if you have this app or have the other app Betr, there's another 4 or 5 apps below in the description. You can use any of those sign up bonuses. And if you don't want to use those, or you have them, whatever the case is, you can always just use code WNBA. You're going to get 80% off, and you'll get VIP for $5 for a week. You're not going to find anyone who's as consistent, as honest, and helps you guys make this much money for that good of a deal. So tap in, start cashing with us, and then make sure to like, subscribe, and drop a comment so you get entered to win that signed SGA jersey. Appreciate y'all. Let's end the week with a bang, and let's get some fucking bread.